All right. So this week we're going to be talking about mentorship. I get a lot of questions about how to find mentors, particularly for people earlier in their careers, but having really good mentors is something that you should have throughout the course of your entire career. So whether you're an intern or whether you're a CEO, it's really important to have mentors. This week, we're going to be talking about mentorship, what to look for in a mentor, how to find a mentor, and how to get the most out of that mentorship. We'll have the opportunity to talk to some people that have been my mentors over the course of my 20 plus year career, and some of the people that are still my mentors. So now that I got my coffee, let's get this week going, shall we? In Washington, D.C. this week, we've got our Global Tax Symposium, which is our big client conference here. I'm recording podcasts, I'm speaking at the panel. First things first, we have a Cross-Border Tax Talks podcast that we're going to be recording today. And a mentor and friend, Will Morris, is going to be here shortly, but we're getting everything set up. Okay. We've got Will Morris here, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the podcast ready. Joey's making some last minute changes. Cross-Border Tax Talks, episode 40, I think. So check it out if you haven't seen them. How did you think the podcast went, Will?
It was great. I was thrilled to be able to be on number 40.
Right, number 40. So check out Cross-Border Tax Talks. Well, we're going to move away from international tax.
Sure. How can we do that?
How can we do exactly? Like we do have a few interests outside, as you know. I'm very passionate about my YouTube channel, and leadership, and team building. What we're talking about this week is mentorship. Yep. And I've just been blessed with having some amazing mentors, and I'm sure you, like all of us, throughout your career. Yep. I guess a question for you is, what do you look for in a mentor? Who is somebody in your career that has really been influential and that has really helped you along your path?
I still look for mentors. I mean, it's somebody who cares enough about you to be honest to you. It's about somebody who will say, at strategic points, look, here's what you need to think about. Mm-hmm. Here's what you should do. Here's who you should talk to. You know, I may not be the right person to do it. Some of the people I've spoken to have been very honest and said, on this particular one, no, not me, but go talk to them. So I think it's about somebody who is prepared, not to micromanage you. That's not mentoring. No. That's micromanaging.
Right.
It's about somebody who will take an interest in your career and at certain points will coach you sometimes, be honest with you. But it's crucial for not just our business, but for anybody's business, essentially.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Will.
You're very welcome.
All right. So I'm walking from the office back to the hotel. Podcast was awesome. Will Morris, some great comments about mentorship. I think it's really important when searching for a mentor is to find somebody accessible. Listen, there are a number of people that I really aspire to be like that, frankly, will not make great mentors because they don't have the time, they're not accessible to me, a variety of different reasons. So find somebody that you want to emulate. Find somebody that is accessible to you and that will take the time and listen and be able to provide constructive feedback and criticism, good and bad, and really help you through both personal and professional issues that you're going to face throughout your career. I'm really excited to go to our Global Tax Symposium because a number of the clients and partners here are partners that have been mentors for me. So let's go and try and find some of them and get some insights from those partners that have really been an influence to me. We have the Policy on Demand crew getting ready, doing some preparations. We've got their set here. And Rohit Kumar, Chairman Camp, all the PwC tax celebrities are here for this one. It's going to be an awesome conference. morning, bright and early, about 6:30 a.m. It's a little chilly. Let's get back to mentorship. How do you find a mentor? And I think telling somebody how to find a mentor is like telling somebody how to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It's kind of hard to do, but I think if you make yourself open and available, if you're looking for the attributes that you know you want in a mentor, and then really being proactive to go and approach that person and look for opportunities to connect with that person, then that's going to go a long way. And over time, if you do that with enough people, you're going to find people to connect with, and you're going to find somebody that has an interest in mentoring you. I got to head to the office, drop my computer off, grab my sport coat. I'm talking on a panel today, and we'll get some insights from some more folks on mentorship. All right, we have another special guest to provide some insight on mentorship. Barb Bukovac is back. It's been a while, Barb, since you've been on the vlog.
Yeah, thanks, Doug, for having me back.
Barb, you've been such a great mentor to me and somebody that I feel like I can always bounce things off of, whether it's personal, professional, technical. You know, what does mentorship mean to you? Or, you know, is there somebody in your career that has been very influential? And how do you think about mentorship?
Well, I've had a lot of different mentors in my life. You know, I think about my parents as being really important mentors to me when I was first thinking about what I wanted to do with my life. And then, you know, as time has gone by, I mean, certainly my spouse, RJ, has been fantastic in terms of being able to help me in thinking things through. But from a professional perspective, I've really leaned on a lot of different partners along the way. Jim Tapper, who is a retired partner right now from the Boston office, was probably one of the most influential partners for me, because I feel like he really believed in me when I didn't realize that I could be a partner with PwC. And you know, he would give me a lot of different opportunities to be able to individually work through, but he always had my back.
And finding somebody that really gives you confidence and really helps you, you know, increase, you know, bring the level up, I think is really important. Sounds like Jim was like that.
Yeah,
too.
and he gave me a lot of really good advice too. You know, beforehand, it wasn't just during. I mean, but of course, during is also really critical as well when you have an issue that comes up and you have somebody that you can go and talk to, which is always good. But he also gave me like kind of some front loading, which I think was very helpful. And you know, and then as I've progressed through my career, I've just felt like it's really important that I give back. And so the time that I spend with my partners right now in terms of really trying to be helpful to them is something that I really value. And you know, and I'm hoping that I am providing them with that advice to be successful going forward, because that is really the legacy that I would like to be able to leave.
Well, you've certainly done that to me. Thanks,
Thank you.
Barb.
All right, good to see you, Doug.
Thank you. Made it on board. Here we go to Chicago. All right, I made it to our Chicago office. Let's get back to mentorship. I think one of the questions that I receive a lot about from a mentorship perspective is, where do you find a mentor? How do you create that connection? And there are some practical things I think that you can do. And the most important thing is to get involved. And you know, I tell this to my niece, who's a freshman at the University of Missouri. The best way to meet people, whether it's friends, mentors, whatever, is to get involved. But when you start a job in a big corporation or even a small company or whatever, get involved with your community. Get involved with what I would call extracurricular activities at work. The more people that you meet, and I talked about this a little bit earlier about making yourself available, that's really going to be the best way that you can connect with people. And then, you know, one of the big themes of the Doug McConey vlog is be proactive. even if you're a little shy and you feel a little intimidated to go to somebody who you view as that could be a mentor or a boss or even your boss's boss, listen, if somebody is in one of those positions, most people love sharing the knowledge that they've had and are more than willing to be able to take you and help really, because for everybody in leadership and anybody at any point in their career certainly has had mentors, and everybody should want to give back. And so reaching out to people and figuring out what you can learn from them and how they can give back is really, really important. All right, I've got to jump on some calls, get through my email, and then race to the airport and head back to St. Louis. Back to work. What a great week that I had this week. We heard from Will, we heard from Barb, Tad Fowler, who is the Vice President of Tax at Procter & Gamble, who's been on the vlog as well as the podcast. All of these people have been mentors to me in some way or another. Tad, for example, was the senior manager who I worked for when I was an associate. Barb has been a partner since I think I met Barb when I was a manager. And so as I think about and I reflect on how these individuals have been such a positive influence on my career, I really think about, first of all, that they were very open to having me and to taking me under their wings and providing really strong career and sometimes even personal advice. And I think that also I was proactive in developing those relationships, and there are tons of other mentors that I've had that have not appeared on the vlog, and some that have really made an important influence in my career and my professional development. And so as I reflect on what all of us should be doing, and including myself, like I think about my predecessors in my role as the ITS leader and what amazing mentors, for example, Mike Urs and Tim Anson have been to me, and just reminding me that I need to continue to be proactive, to reach out to those people, to seek counsel, and to ask the right questions and to ask open-ended questions to get the type of advice that I need in my career. And whether you're an intern, whether you're an associate, or whether you lead a 1,000-person practice, you still need mentors, you still need to seek counsel, you want to be proactive and really find those people that can make a positive influence on your both professional and personal lives. And as hopefully everybody knows at this point in the Doug McHoney vlog, that's what we're about making a positive influence on people's lives and people's careers, and mentors are instrumental in that. All right, thanks for tuning in to another exciting edition of the Doug McHoney vlog. Stay tuned, we got a lot more content coming even over the holidays, and keep checking back to the Doug McHoney channel. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next week.